Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, full moon. Oh boy, we got a full moon, the snow moon coming up, starting out in Leo, moving into Virgo. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot, and we're fixing to look into that here today. Get all the details about how the fuck this is affecting the whole world. Pardon me, I'm already started out. Lord help me. Lord of mercy. Let's try this again. I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, we'd love to have you join the family. Penelope says, yes, pretty please, thank you. And in addition to subscribing and tapping that notification bell, you can become a member of the Perk Squad for 5 extra perks if you would like. So we do weekly forecasts, we do exclusive videos, we do all kinds of stuff. Video shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Angie Miller. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. We're so happy to have you. Shout out to you, Angie Miller. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As my nephew says, well, thank you. Anywho, alrighty here, let's go ahead and pull up this deck and move this microphone right here. Go ahead, get into this, shuffle it on up. This is all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? All alleged, just my interpretation. So, we're going to take a look. Lord, I forgot to put on every ring I have today. That includes my wedding set. I don't even have my wedding ring on. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you shower and you pull it all off because these things could slide down a drain, and then you just forget to put everything back on, and it happens. So, no worries, nothing's happened, nothing's bad. I'm just a forgetful bitch. That's all. Full moon energies. What can we expect, spirit guides, for the full moon energy for this February 16th of 2022? What can we expect? And as usual, y'all, when I'm asking this, I'm asking, like, what can we expect, all of us, as in globally, what can we expect? And I'm asking, sometimes with astrology, just because there is a full moon on a certain date doesn't necessarily mean that this stuff is going to happen exactly on this date. Sometimes it means the energy of the astrology catalyzes something on or around that date. So sometimes it can be, even the energy continuing for days, a week even, because of the energy of the frickin' astrology. So, bear that in mind. Alright, what can we expect, spirit guides? So, full moon, snow moon. What can we expect? Let's see here. Let's see what we got. See what we got right here. I really need to. I make a song out of everything and not like a real song, like a shitbag song out of everything. And I can't even help myself. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright, let's see. Do we need any context? I'm actually not going to get any context right now. I'm going to pause it on this because there's a couple of things that I'm looking at that I'm like, oh boy, okay. So, when I'm looking down here, the first thing that strikes me is this. When I am seeing this, sometimes for this coming up in my readings, it's talking about something that's happening in another country. And when I say another country, I mean not in the United States, because I am physically located in the United States. So in another country, there's something going on. I'm seeing some weak spots with whatever this is going on, and I am seeing people kind of grabbing at what it is that they want. They're like, come on, I need this. Let me have this. I'm trying to manifest this for myself. The problem here is the moon card. So, full moon, right? Anybody? Interesting. But when I get this card, this is like deep, dark, emotional. This is something that could get ugly. this is something that could get real ugly real fast. And we've got a Queen of Swords here, just like when we were seeing swords up there. Swords sometimes means that kind of legal thing. People being like, hey, how is this legal? How is this fair? Because, you know, when you get legal injustice, you're talking about what's fair, what's not fair, what's just, what's not just, what's legal, what's not legal, etc. And I'm seeing some kind of an interplay with that. And here, these people in reverse, these people are trying to work together on something, but they're coming up in the reverse here. I want to see the distinction between why they're coming up here in the reverse. They're coming up here in the reverse because there's something that they're having to try. They're holding out on something, or they're having to try to hold out on something. Something that's not coming through the way they want it to come through. Everything is out of balance. There's a power balance that's not in order. So like power grab or control problem, power balance that's not in order here. We've got a Knight of Cups here. Ooh, that's interesting. And a Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so when I'm seeing these, there's something here involved with both emotions, because we've got the cups, and money, because we've got some pentacles. So we're looking at emotions and money on the line here for whatever this issue is that's happening in a country that's not the U.S. Whoever it is, they're trying to fight and stand their ground, but they're in a moment here where it's like something's got to give. Something's got to give. So with this full moon energy, I'm having a feeling here that the whole something's got to give, like I feel like something's gonna give. When I get that, you know, the full moon energy bleeding into this, oh, I don't like the words bleeding into this. Hopefully that was a totally figurative type of slip, and in no way is gonna be literal there. But something's got to give. It's kind of like, again, and I wish I need to put a damn rubber band on this desk for as many times as I use this fucking analogy. I'm sorry for the cursing today. I don't understand why it's so intense today. I'm going to try to slow it down. Lord help me. But again, the whole stretching the rubber band and then it pops in on itself. I'm seeing that kind of a thing happen in this situation. I'm seeing something, you know, kind of pop in on itself as a result of this, and the full moon energy is adding to whatever's going on with this. So let's see, you know, what else, anything else we need to know about the situation before we move on. Did y'all see that card fly? I don't know if you saw it fly because I wasn't watching the camera at this time, but I figure I'm gonna see it back whenever I go to edit this, because the card flew. Okay, Delilah, it flew. It jumped out. I saw it, bitch. All right, so I said I wasn't going to do that. Page of Swords in reverse. This is like, literally, I don't know what to do with this anymore. You know when you get to... You know when you're watching a movie and all this stuff starts happening to where they end up building this really, really complicated plot, and you're like, how the hell are you going to get out of this? It just keeps getting more and more complicated. You're getting too complicated. You're going to, you know, lose track of what you're looking at here. That's what I'm seeing here, where we're not going to really know which way is up and which way is down. And I'm looking at some things that flirt with the line of legality. This legal thing keeps coming up. I do not get it. I don't know why, but the legal thing keeps coming up, and we're flirting with that line, okay? We're flirting. And it ain't a good flirt. This is an ugly flirt. This is an ugly flirt with that line here. I don't like that. I don't know. That makes me feel uncomfortable in my spirit here. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Their bottom line laying down the law here is we're going to have to figure out how to try to work together, because if we don't figure out how to come at a compromise and come on the same page here, that rubber band that we were talking about, whoa, you don't want that. You know when you pop one side and it slaps somebody? Well, we don't want to see that, because I'm talking that'll be ugly. So we're going to hope this can resolve itself by having a coming together, because I see tensions building and the plot thickening to where we're getting too complicated to see our way out of this efficiently. The reason why I have spent so much time on this, for all the American folks watching, because I know, of course, I have a majority American audience here. The reason why I've allowed myself to spend 10 minutes on this is because even though this isn't U.S., I feel like this has some sort of U.S. implications. I feel like either the U.S. is keenly aware of this, the U.S. is watching, the U.S. is taking notes some type of way, and so there's some sort of potential trickle-down type of thing that could affect the U.S. with this too, where there might be people from the U.S. that have a big opinion on this or might want to try to get involved or stuff like that. So I'm seeing some kind of tie-in here, because again, there's some sort of a global aspect to this, but this originates not in the US. So, okay, let's get some more stuff here. Let's get some more stuff about how the full moon energy is going to be affecting the world, what we have going on here in the world as a result of this full moon energy. What else can we know, spirit guides, about happenings in the world as a result of this full moon energy? Okay, well, y'all, we're getting that justice card. Like, weren't we just talking about legal and just versus unjust, legal versus illegal, fair versus not fair? You know, weren't we just talking about that thematically, and we're getting something else that feels weird like that? All of you who are astrology buffs and y'all know all the details about the astrology, whether you're Western, whether you're Vedic, you know, whatever, is there a reason why there would be this kind of component coming in here twice now about this fairness or justness or, you know, balance, equality, all of that kind of stuff with the full moon? Let me know in the comments below, all of you who are in astrology, because there's going to be other people here that watch for the tarot that would like to get those astrological insights. If you have those, post them here. And if you have astrology channels and stuff like that, feel free to, you know, mention that you have a channel or something like that in case people want to follow. I'm not one of those people that's like, don't mention that shit here. Like, the internet's big. If people want to be here on my channel, they want to be here on my channel. If they don't, they'll leave. Trust me, I've lost 200 of you in the last couple months. Like, people will see their way out the door. It's okay. Life goes on. It's another reason why I got another job, so I can help pay for my booty boy and not have to rely completely on this and the other job to pay for my little son's medical care. So, anywho, drop some cards. Got one that's, man, I wish y'all could see it. I got one that's like fell up, like face up, so we're going to use that one. And it was this one. It was this one. I'm putting it on there because that's the card that we've been talking about. So, from what I'm looking at right here, what I'm seeing is, again, something else globally happening that I feel like affects us all. So, even if this is something global, it is impacting all of us right now, and or will be impacting all of us, is, again, as a result of this energy with the full moon. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, this feels ugly. I'm not sure about this guy. This guy is a very important guy. He's an older gentleman. He is rich off his ass. And he is short-sighted about something. There's something that he just doesn't see clearly or correctly per the spirit guide's opinion. He's kind of... we got the Pentacles, man. He's grabbing at he wants to control things. He wants to have it all, and he wants to be in control. And whoever he is, we've got the Ace of Wands in reverse next to it. So this is like making bad decisions, bad choices, bad ventures, reaching out as a result of that. And again, leading to something being unjust, unfair, not okay. Could be some legal stuff in this that's potentially a problem, way out of balance. They give me the Five of Cups in reverse on top of this, which is to say that there are some silver linings in where this is going. And so by that, what they mean is, how do you put this? I guess the classic way that people use the words silver lining. So, you know, if there's a bad situation and people say, look at the silver linings, then that means, okay, in all bad situations, you know, theoretically, there's some sort of kernels within that could be seen as, well, I will interpret this as a positive of this, you know, even if it's a stretch or even if it's difficult to see kind of thing. Like, you know, in me losing my dad, obviously there's a big part of me that's like, there's nothing good about that. And then there's another part of me that's like, it teaches you, you know, what's important in life and what's not important in life. It teaches you the value of love and family. It teaches you, you know, how it's important to have quality time with the people that you care about and to not sweat the small stuff and to get the fuck out of here with anything that isn't worth your time, because this is what's worth your time. You know, all of this kind of stuff in ways that it changes your perspective, and stuff like that. Those can be the silver linings, you know, stuff like that. Or say I were to have met someone really wonderful and we start a great friendship because they could relate to my pain and we started talking and we became friends as a result of his passing or something like that. You know, there's silver linings that can happen in hard things. I see there being silver linings in whatever's about to go down with this. There will be silver linings in whatever's about to go down with this, though it may not look like that at first, because what happens usually at first? Usually things are ugly, things are messy, you don't see the silver linings at first, and that's okay. That's natural, normal, typical, etc. So, what I'm looking at down here, remember when I said messy and chaotic and all of that? We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So there we go with that. The self-explanatory is what I just literally said. But the High Priestess is upright and the Six of Pentacles is upright. So this is saying that we're trying to move towards a direction that ultimately is gonna be okay. And gonna be good, but what this is doing is it's highlighting the things that are wrong, bad, defective, not working, all of that, to bring that up to the forefront so that we can see it for what it is. It's like it's exposing games, you know, like, oh, you're playing games, you know, you're playing a game of Battleship, and I see what the hell you're trying to do. I see how you're using this as a pawn, or using this for your own gain, or using this for, I don't know, propaganda, I don't know, shit like that. So it's like you're gonna be exposed for this. And I don't even feel like it's one person that's going to be exposed. You know, we've kind of gotten a couple of people cards up in here. Even this one's got several on it. I feel like this is going to highlight, how do I say this? It's going to highlight systemic problems. So there's not just one thing wrong in a system. A system that is broken or corrupted is made up of all of these working parts of people that are like, yeah, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine, so you scratch your back, so I'll scratch yours, this, we're all in it together, where we all have something to get from this. And I see this as being the start of exposing all of that, to be like, people are playing with us. People are playing their own selfish power games and control games and money games. And the regular people are the ones that get to be played, and no, we're seeing that. Oh, wow. I said that, and my phone, I didn't understand that. It popped on and it was going with what I was saying as I was talking about us being pawns and, people playing us and all of that as us general people, and whoever this is came on, and this isn't an iPhone, this is an Android. I don't even know who she is. It's like, I didn't understand that. I don't know who you are, lady. Who are you and why were you here? Gonna take it as a sign though, So that was pretty intense. That just clipped on by itself at that particular time. So the full moon is making these things bubble up. All these things that we've been talking about here and before, it's making all of these things bubble up. We're about to see things coming to the surface. And again, the rubber band moment, things are about to get a little bit more like that because of what's coming up at the surface. There's opportunities for those to have silver linings, for those to have some sort of resolution. There's potentials here where we can have some kind of a compromise or a coming together or a de-escalation of sorts. There are opportunities for that. Will people take those? I don't know. If they are so heavily influenced by their own gumption, based on the fire energy of this full moon in Leo, we might have some problems. It might catalyze some shit. So I'd say watch out. Not watch out as in watch out, you need to be scared, but watch out as in keep an eye open for those kinds of things on the broad scale, and keep an eye open for how in your own lives that type of energy could be coming in and infiltrating and kind of weighing on you, and how you might deal with that, cope with that, work with that, to be self-aware, to notice it and know how to handle it properly so it doesn't get out of hand. So we're looking at this twofold here. I want you to think big and get down smaller to your own individual levels as well. But if you'd like a private reading, y'all know where it is, description box below, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can schedule a private reading with me. Also, private Reiki energy healing sessions for anybody that feels like you just need a little bit of a cleansing, you need a little bit of a reset energetically, need to clear some blocked chakras, need to figure out if there's anything energetically hung up, going wrong, whatever, any kind of insights on basically all levels, physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual, etc., that you could be aware of, all of that stuff. Then there's Reiki energy healing stuff too. This card, did y'all see that one kind of turned to the side weird? Just out of curiosity, who are you? King of Wands. So, full moon in Leo, Wands energy, fire energy. Just saying. The tarot knows what we're talking about today. At least he came out in the upright position, y'all. So let's try to think positive with this, even if there's some big stuff going on. It's catalyzing some stuff. So keep your eyes open and peeled out for the next week or so, as this energy kind of continues to move through. And we'll see how it kind of manifests here and affects the world. So, anywho, alrighty, y'all. I reckon that I am going to throw a B-roll on here. Don't know what kind of shenanigans we can get into, but I'm going to throw a B-roll. Everything that we talked about was all alleged, just my interpretation. And then, anything that you want to know or need from me, description box below, on my website, all of that stuff. Yeah. I'll be coming at you again for another reading soon. I need to do the channeled messages, so whether they come from spirit guides, angels, whoever, I need to do those coming up soon. And and I'd like to get my referral program set up. I'm working so hard trying to get it set up, so hopefully that'll be coming soon, and y'all can hear more about that. The whole give 15 and get 15, give someone 15% off and you'll get 15% off yourself. So there will be more coming up on that once I get that squared away. And again, thank y'all for all the prayers and love and everything for Bodhi. He's in his little puppy playpen. He's been doing well. I can tell he's feeling more like himself, and I'm just praying that we can avoid surgery. Again, his appointment is on the 28th. So as we're looking at it here, that's in 13 days from the time of me recording this. So... and by the way, at the time of me recording this, it is the 15th, February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, which is Bodhi's birthday. So today he turned 7 years old. Bodhi turned 7 years old today. So that's wonderful. Happy birthday to my Bodhi boy. I'm going to give him extra snacks today for his birthday because he can't celebrate with toys. He can't celebrate with playing with his siblings. He can't be running or jumping or doing anything like that because of his disc issue. He's on strict rest. So unfortunately he can't do any of that, but he can have special treats. So he's going to have special birthday treats today. So... anywho, let me get on going. I am running this trap like I know how to do it. So I need to get the fuck out of here. And Penelope, what do you have to say? Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, bye, y'all. 2 babies. Oh, we're sleeping. We're dreaming. Oh gosh. It has been a hard day. This baby went to the vet today and it drained every sensibility left he had in him. And you look bovine with your feet. You look kind of like a cow. Alright, let's move this little boat. You had a very hard day, didn't you, son? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You see how his size... little boy. Okay, we're just out. We're just very out. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll just push you to the far back and I'll just sit here in this space in front of you. Bless. Are you concerned about your brother? Oh, goodness.